Hello guys and welcome to the Surfing Connoisseur. This is my guide to the 11th and final stop on the Samsung Galaxy World Championship Tour in 2016, the Billabong Pipe Masters in memory of Andy Irons. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the break itself so you can pick surfers for your fancy surfer team that are going to be matched to the requirements that are needed. The event itself will take place between the 8th and the 20th of December 2016, and as always I will be uploading 2 more videos following this guiding you through who you should pick and why. The first of which will be a dream team video in which we talk about who the 8 best surfers to choose would be if no salaries or price caps applied. The second video will be who I have chosen. You can use all this information to help you choose the best team possible. So if you'd like to see those videos, they'll be up in the next week or so before the event. If you'd like to see those videos, please press subscribe and or check back soon. But for now, let's have a look at Pipeline. So most of you are probably going to be aware of Pipeline as a wave. It's a super hollow left-hand wave that breaks a few hundred yards from shore, if that, over a treacherous reef in Hawaii. It's a slabby wave and suits the sort of surfers that also surf well at Chopu, but there is a bit more variety there as Pipeline also offers a really surfable backdoor option which goes right. There are a few differences between the waves that you need to bear in mind in choosing your surfers. The left at Pipeline is a shorter but more intense wave than the right at backdoor, but the right at backdoor does offer a really steep, heavy barrel that's over shallower reef and is a bit longer. Over the last few years, guys have done really well surfing either of these waves, so when picking your team it is a bit different to choosing for Chopu, in which case you're looking for someone who's predominantly going to be surfing a left-hand barrel. At Pipeline you need to consider the backdoor option. For example, Julian Wilson just a couple of years ago took the win over Gabriel Medina, predominantly surfing that backdoor option. I'm only going to talk very briefly about the swell directions that are needed for each of those options, as Surfline have previously done an incredibly detailed and informative video which I will link below, and I'd recommend anybody watch it. It probably goes into far more detail than you need for Fantasy Surfer, but I certainly found it really interesting. For Pipeline, the ideal swell direction is anything from west-northwest to northwest. Backdoor really starts coming to life once the swell is coming from a northwest to north-northwest direction. To get the best of both worlds and have a perfect A-frame peak so surfers can surf just as well either way, you really want the swell to be coming from a northwest direction. So what does this mean in terms of your fancy surfer team? It means that you probably want to be looking for guys in heavy waves that can surf a left or a right-hander wave. It also means that if you really want to do the best in fancy surfer and choose people who are tailored to the type of wave, you need to look at the surf forecast close to the event and tailor your team around that, because the guys you're going to choose for backdoor may be totally different to the guys you'd be choosing for Pipeline. Think John Florence, Kelly Slater for backdoor maybe, and then maybe Ace Buchan even for the left-handers. He's proved his worth at Chopu in the past. Likewise, Gabriel Medina as a goofy foot is probably a bit more tailored to pipe wave. If you've got some tough decisions to make because of your brackets, you really need to look at what type of wave is going to be surfed in the event, whether it'll be pipe or backdoor. One final spanner to throw in the works and think about is that all this information I've just given you is when a decent swell shows up with a decent period and decent winds. Whilst we are in Hawaii and we are in winter, so there's a really good chance that the surf is going to turn on during the waiting period. There is the outside possibility that we may not get any big swell, in which case the waves aren't breaking on the reef, giving you that perfect bowling pipeline that we know. Instead, it looks kind of more like a European beach break event with heavy beach break type waves, in which case somebody like Felipe Toledo could pull a surprise victory if the event just happened to run in those periods. Even if it's just for the first few days of the event, you could have guys you wouldn't expect going out, guys like Felipe progressing and then performing pretty well. So it's really, really important, more than most events in my opinion, to actually look at the surf forecast. Now, as I said at the start of the video, this is just a rough guide to give you an idea as the type of waves that will be surfed. My next 2 videos will look at firstly the dream team, the types of surfers that would generically be best to choose, and then the actual team I pick. So check back for those videos if you're interested to see that. When I'm looking at the actual team I picked, I will go into roughly what the surf's going to be like. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please press like. If you want to see more, I'll link you up there to my previous video, which is a lot different to this. I'm a magician. It's a magic video based on the 2016 World Championship Tour. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see my next Fancy Surfer ones, hit that globe button there and that will subscribe you to my channel. Cheers again for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.